Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. I had a viewer inquire on the difference between a narcissist and someone who is emotionally unavailable. And then likewise, how does this compare with someone who exhibits the dismissive, avoidant personality type? What is really the difference between these three categories of types of people? And how do we better understand this so I'm not confused and I'm not like misjudging someone or I'm not mislabeling somebody? I know that people are trying to do a lot of research and figure this all out, and I want to try to help you and provide some resources for you on that topic. Now, someone who is emotionally unavailable is just that. They are emotionally unavailable. They don't have the emotional maturity to be able to get into a relationship with you, meaning their life is not set up to be receptive to an intimate relationship. They might be a workaholic. They might be a person who has a lot of projects going on in their life. They are consumed with their own situation. They are consumed with, maybe trying to get through their schooling, or they are, they've got issues in their past, traumas, crisis, health issues, and they just are not emotionally available. They're cold. They're not very open, and I would consider this maybe a temporary or a passing situation. I don't think it's like a firm stage in their life. I think it's perhaps could be a phase. Something that they could grow through, something that they could, once they check out and kind of fulfill, excuse me, I have allergies. Once they kind of work through their issues, they're able to become more emotionally available. Excuse me, forgive me. I have hay fever. That's horrible. Okay, there we go. We're back on track. Okay, so someone who's emotionally available, they will be able to, once they're resolved and kind of work it out within themselves. I think it's very much an inner situation where once this person is able to resolve what they need to resolve, they're proactively kind of working on this situation within themselves. They're a little bit inhibited. They're just not quite ready to be in a relationship. I would, someone who's emotionally available, I would say would fall within that category. Somebody who is a dismissive, avoidant personality type, basically, excuse me once again, they are someone who has made a conscious choice to not enter into a relationship. They're fine on their own. They're comfortable on their own. They don't feel that they need anybody. They feel that their life is just humming along as it is. They feel that not necessarily that a relationship would be a burden, but it's just not where their mind and heart is at right now. So they really do not see value in cohabitating with another. It's not that they don't have empathy for people. It's not that they don't feel for people. It's not that they can't be a good companion or a good, friend, a good confidant. They have empathy. They can they can definitely hear where you're coming from. They definitely can understand people and be good friends. But in terms of like really full blown relationship where you're able to do kind of, more in-depth things, take a trip, have a true relationship. The dismissive avoidant personality has basically just written off having a relationship. They're, and it can be due to a number of different things in their life. Maybe they've tried to have relationships before and it just wasn't worth it to them. Now, there's the fearful avoidant type, who is dismissive as well, who really craves intimacy, who does want that intimacy, however, is somewhat afraid of becoming fearful of becoming intimate, and so they're fearful of going that next step. They're hesitant to go to that next level. They're hesitant to see like what's behind the door of intimacy. They're like, what is that about? You know, when they should be comfortable. You know, if this seems to be kind of up their alley, why don't they explore things with this person? You know, you've kind of like convinced them. You know, come on, like, you know, go out. It would be so good for you. You know, you're staying cooped up. You know, I know you can do this. I know this would be it would be great for you to join this group. It would be great to go to this movie. It would be so much fun for you to check out this restaurant. Why don't you just do it? You know, why don't you become involved? Why don't you participate? Like, you know, and then they're fearful because they're fearful of letting their guard down and having someone see the real them. So it's like they want, but they're afraid. So chances are these people have to get up. They have to kind of work on themselves and get up the courage to share themselves and realize that they are lovable and people love them just the way that they are. And there's something they have to change about themselves, that they should like let go of the fear, because fear is the main inhibitor there. So we can go into more in depth of these if you wish, but now the narcissist, how they differ from everybody is that they have absolutely no empathy. They don't feel for you. They just want to overpower you. They want to dominate you, and it's only what they can get out of the relationship. In other words, they're not willing to, you know, listen, kind of be there for you in your time of need. They're not able to kind of like, you know, saddle their needs for you. It's all about them and their agenda. So really, where the other the other two quality types which you had inquired about, the emotionally unavailable and the avoidant dismissive, you know, they generally, you know, they feel emotions for other people. They get emotional when they see like movies. You know, they understand character development. They understand that people have a heart. You know, they basically get that. It's just like a conscious or subconscious decision to not become involved. And the fearful is very much, it's like an unconscious decision. Like, they don't have control over it right now. They can't get control over it. You know, they're still probably trying to learn ways to overcome it in their life. And definitely, you know, being with a supportive person can definitely get them over that hump. The narcissist, though, they really, they're not capable of having a lot of like really genuine heart-to-heart relationships. They can be married for some time. They are prone to get divorced. They're, you know, prone to be exposed. Hey, you know, people don't like it when you cheat on them. People don't like it when you know, abuse them. So they're going to find themselves more often than not in divorce sort of situations. So I hope this helps you clarify these different types of people and situations that are kind of keeping them in intimacy or are not having intimate relationships. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to comment down below, and I'd be happy to expand in future videos. Peace and harmony with you here today. I do indeed hope these videos help. Please share, please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.